Hello everyone, welcome back, hope you're doing well. We are back in Staxel. So I've remade my server and I've been trying to set things up on the server. Usually the first thing I do when I start a server is I try to work through the storyline so that I can get one of these, a shipping catalog, and somewhere for me to automatically sell all my stuff. So I have that now, and I'm setting up the farm itself. So I've been very intensively working on my farm so I can earn some money, so that you can see that I have over 200,000 coins from that now. So the season is nearly ending, so I'm winding down this and I'm thinking of how to earn the money in a slightly easier way, because obviously with all of the crops here it takes a lot of effort for you to water them, for you to harvest them and all of that. So my idea is to use the trees. So I'm going to use the tangerine and the pear trees because they grow all year round. My idea is that the tangerine is going to go all around the outside of my farm, and then maybe I'll add an extra layer for the pear seeds. So that's what I'm going to work on in this video. It's lovely weather, isn't it, today? But I need to buy some more seeds for the tangerine tree. Here we go. Ooh. We're going to need quite a few of these if they're going to go all the way around. Maybe like 40 of them for now. So the reason that the trees are a lot easier, or they're an easier way to make money, is that you don't have to water them. They're there the whole year, and every so often you can harvest the fruit from them. Of course, you aren't going to earn as much as you would earn from the other crops, but it's way easier. Okay, so I need to start on this part here now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out some of these flowers that are in the way, and I'm also going to clear out this that's in the way. So I've had this new server up only for a few days. I'm very happy, it's working very well. I had a lot of issues with finding a good way to host a server on this game. I was using a service that was called Nodecraft, and they were by far the best in terms of the performance for this game, for the server. However, they were quite expensive, and the server that you got was fairly underpowered. I then tried using a company that's called GTX Hosting, or GTX Game Servers, something like that. And they've been really good on other games, but for this particular game, they don't seem to have a good setup. I suppose because it's an old game, it isn't really a very popular game, you know, so I don't think they feel the need to really work hard on optimizing this particular server, you know, the servers for this particular game. I'm sure they would be more interested in optimizing all of the popular games, the really popular games, because that's who's going to be buying. You know, most of the servers that they have are going to be for those really popular games, right? So therefore they're more incentivized, like, to make sure that those games have very good servers. Anyway, so then more recently I had a server of my own that was lying around. I used to use it to host websites on it, but I don't really need it for that anymore, and I'd already paid it up for at least a year, and then I thought, well, surely there's a way for me to turn this into a game server. So then, after searching around, I found that there's a software application that you can buy that's called AMP, and that is a very easy way for me to set up the game servers on Linux, and it fortunately has an option for hosting this particular game, Staxel, and it seems to be working really well. I would say it's not quite as good for the performance in terms of the Nodecraft one, but it's more than acceptable. Sometimes the map will be a little bit slow loading in, but if that happens, I just have to look at the map like this, and that will help it to load in. But on the whole, I'm really happy with the performance, and this is a way cheaper way for me to host the server on this game. So I'm really hoping that this server, you know, that I'm actually going to be able to keep it up for a long time. I'm really hoping that other people join the server eventually. But right now, I'm just working on trying to set up the server, set up my farm on the server, and things like that. Hence, working on the farm. And like I said in previous videos, my idea for a server in this game is to try to make it into a bit of a town, like to build various things, you know. So my idea is to work on that over time. So if any of you are interested in this game or interested in joining this server, you can just let me know in the comments. There are 4 farms on the server. I have obviously taken one of them, but there will be 3 other farms up for grabs even. The one thing you have to be very mindful of in this game is that if you do play on this server, if anyone is on the server, then the time in the game is going to pass. So I wouldn't recommend leaving the server and leaving any crops growing, because then if you're off the server and someone was to join the server, the time will pass and eventually the crops that you have planted are going to go rotten, right? So yeah, that's the one thing to bear in mind. You have to be very careful with that. Right, we need 3 wide like this. And actually the server that I had that was left over is based in London, and I'm obviously far away from London, so I thought this was going to be an issue in terms of lag, but as you can see, so far it's been absolutely fine on this server in terms of lag. Like, all of the actions that I am performing are happening almost instantly, which is good. So yeah, I'm very happy with this right now. I don't really know why I like this game so much. I don't know, it's just something about this kind of 3D Stardew Valley. It's like a Minecraft version of Stardew Valley in a way. I don't know, I just really like it, but it seems hard finding other people that really like it, that want to join the server. But anyway, we will keep trying. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it's nearly bedtime. So this is going to take me a while, obviously, to plant all the trees around the outside, but I reckon it's going to be worth it. Because obviously... Whoops. Then obviously... hopefully I have a more easier way for me to make money, because basically when I'm earning a decent amount of money, the idea then is to use that income to build up other things on the map. Obviously improve the buildings on my farm and everything, and then I'm going to hope to build other things on the map, right? But first, you need income for that. And like I said, if you use the regular farming, like the crops, as your income, it's quite intensive. You have to water them, you have to plant them, you have to harvest them. It is rather intensive. But anyway, that's why I'm hoping that these trees are going to be a slightly more passive income. Let me just close the door to my apartment. There's quite a loud noise from outside, which maybe you can hear on the video. Sorry about that. Right, I need to go to bed in game, and then tomorrow I'll plant these. So that's one more row ready to plant. Nice. I also thought this would be a good way for me to get a bit of privacy on my farm. Obviously, when my farm is fully lined with trees, that'll be very good for privacy. Right, let's go to bed. Here we go. I'm hoping it's raining again tomorrow. Doesn't sound like it. No. That means I have to water. This is why. So you will see now, but hopefully I can harvest. Oh yeah, so a lot of this is harvestable. So like I said, this season is winding down. If we look at the calendar, we only have one more week. And the thing in this game is, if you have a crop that's out of season, as soon as it enters the out of season period, it will instantly die. So I don't really want to plant any more, because I don't want to really risk that happening. So let's harvest up what we got. Now I might actually keep a little bit of the farm working, but I will use a sprinkler rather than manually watering, because manually watering really is very intensive in this game. So it was fine at the beginning. I did that at the beginning so I can earn a bit of money. But I don't really want to do that. Hello, Shadow. I don't really want to do that long term, you know, because it's really annoying every day to have to water your plants, especially if you have a lot of them like I have, you see. So wow, there's a lot to harvest, but that's very good, because that means I'm going to have a lot of money. Yay. Now the only thing with the trees is obviously it's going to take a while for the trees to grow. So I think I am going to have to do some more farming with the crops while I'm waiting. Oh, I thought they were harvestable, but they're not. They're nearly harvestable. One more day, so that's not too bad, is it? So now let me just place what I've just harvested. How many? Where am I here? So 82 sweet potatoes. So I'm going to collect the money from yesterday. That's good. And then we're going to place the sweet potatoes in here, and they will be sold overnight. That's one of the great things about having this. Oh, what am I doing? Anything else that I don't need, throw it in here. I don't need any of that manure at this moment, because my inventory is full of random things that I was picking up, you see. So let's offload this a bit. Okay, there we go. So I need to now water whatever's left in here. I mean, it's quite fast to water, but it's still annoying when you've got so many plants, as you can well imagine. And again, this is another thing that shows me the server's running really well, because if I can water this fast, it shows me that this server is running really well. When I was using the GTX hosting, whatever they're called, I would have so many issues with lag with things like this, like actions would be sometimes slow and stuff like that. I tried to reach out to them to see if they could fix it, but no. Again, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't really surprise me because this game is very old. It's not really very popular. I am probably one of the few people out there right now that have servers for this game. But yeah, by using this amp, then I'm able to get a very good server experience, because the server that I had that I used to host website on is actually a really good server for gaming. I think it's got something like 16 gigabytes of RAM, I think, and it's got quite a lot of storage on it, storage space. So yeah, it turned out to be pretty good for hosting the game servers on it. I can host, I think I'm going to host maybe 3 servers on it, and then I can actually use this AMP software to, you know, any of the servers I am not using, I can just close them and then easily reopen them if I want to use them again down the line. Okay, so I've watered everything, that's good to go. So I need to plant these trees, right? Plant, oh look, it's already started to grow over. That didn't really take very long, did it? Hopefully I've got enough seeds. Oh, and I need to milk the cow. One of the other things I did last time I had a server in this game is I made a cow farm, and I used that for milk. That's an okay way as well, right, to make money as well, but still a little bit intensive. Right, what am I doing? So you gotta, there we go. There we go. Get out of the way, Shadow. The only thing is, when I plant... Get out of the way, Shadow! You're right in the way. See? Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Move it! Look, he's sat right in the way. Stupid dog. Why is it not? This is annoying me. Is there a way that I can actually get the dog to stay here or something? That would be great. What? He doesn't have any food. That's probably not a good thing, but I don't have any food right now, so unlucky. Look, he's right where I don't want him to be. Let's go up the other end. I also need to upgrade the cow barn, because I usually in this game I will make the cow barn incredibly quickly because it's for the story. Get out of the way. See, that one worked when he was there, so I don't know what was going on before. Maybe there's some weird issue. Yeah, like usually I make the barn really quickly. Oh right. Anyway, it kind of works. Maybe because I need to... yeah, anyway, it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine. Right, let's milk the cow before I forget. But yeah, usually I try to get through the story as fast as I can, and a part of the story is making a cow barn. So I usually just make it incredibly quickly with earth blocks like this, and then obviously later on I will upgrade it and make a proper barn. I did water it already, didn't I? Oh look, I can harvest that one. Yeah. Right, we're nearly there, look. Let's do this bit. You can charge it up like this. That's another way of doing it. I'm always worried that I'm going to overdo it though when I do it that way. Like that. Anyway, it kind of works. Is that 3 blocks? Or 2 blocks? I think that's only 2 blocks. So I am going to have to do an extra block anyway. Whoops. Here we go. It's definitely a bit faster though, isn't it? Doing it like that. Just got to be careful I don't overdo it, you know. Okay, let's get rid of all this, because we need 3 blocks wide for it to work. And then plant up the tangerines. One of the other things that I want to investigate more is the portals. In this game, from time to time they have these island portals. So I've only used one of the portals, which was for mining a little bit. But other than that, I didn't really try out the other ones. So that's something I want to try in this game more when they're available. Whoops, because they're not. Oh, went a little bit too far. Never mind. Because they're not always available. Right, we need to get rid of all this then and replace it with earth blocks, because obviously we're planting. You can't really plant in stone, can you? That wouldn't be very good. So here we go. Fine. I've got loads of earth blocks. That's good. Would help if I can place it correctly, wouldn't it? And then we gotta use the hoe on it again to get it ready for planting. Someone on my friends list is playing Worm Unlimited. I can't speak. Worm Unlimited. Why was that so hard to say then? Yeah, that's another game that I like for this style of gameplay. My seeds are already in my hotbar, so let's plant up. We're going to have enough for this actually. When all of these are grown, I mean they're going to take a while for them to grow, but when all these are grown, it's going to look really cool, I think, and it's going to be very good for making money. I think it is anyway. And like I said at the beginning, these ones, they grow all year round, so I figured they're the best ones to plant. They might not make the most amount of money for each fruit you sell, but you know. Right, so we only have one more little bit to go. Let's go like this. And I kind of expect that this video is not going to get many views. This game is not particularly very popular, but that is like a lot of games I like to play on this channel, so I kind of get used to it really. Like Zion is another game that, well, the last time I tried to play Zion, I was not particularly impressed with some of the things they had done, because that game is being made by a single developer, so the updates are really slow, and I feel that with some of the recent updates he just implemented it in a bad way, because I think he didn't have enough time. For example, with the taming, after you have tamed an animal, there's no way for you to share it with other characters, which is a bit ridiculous to me. I did actually make videos on this a while ago, but yeah. But at the moment he's working on a graphical overhaul. I think he's gonna import the game to a better engine. I don't remember what the engine is, but basically the graphics will improve. So whenever he finishes that, it might still be a while, but whenever he finishes that, my plan is to go back to the game and see how it is with the graphics, with the graphics overhaul. And I have thought about doing other videos. That's essentially it. And as you can see back here, I have loads of beehives, which is good. Again, I find that's a good way for making some money relatively passively. You don't have to do that much. Did I fill that in already? Yeah, so right, let's finish this up, then I have to go to bed soon. In game, I mean, obviously. It's getting pretty dark, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go to bed now because it is quite dark. And I hope it's raining tomorrow so that I don't have to water. But of course it's winding down, and I think I can harvest all of these hopefully in the morning, and then I'll have the action icon that will flash in the top left hand, but it seem to do anything. So